Hey, what's up everybody? My name is Oscar and welcome to my channel where in here we talk anything that has to do with finance and just wealth building overall. Today I will share with y'all what my stock market portfolio looks like. I've been working on it for the past 2.5 years and I've learned a few things, but I definitely have a lot more to learn in the future. But just want to start off by showing you guys what I'm invested in currently, what my future plans are for investing, and just kind of how my stocks are doing as of now. With that being said, I also want to say that I'm not doing this to brag at all. I know a lot of you guys have a lot more money than I do in your bank accounts, but this is just my way of sharing with y'all kind of what investing is all about and how I'm going about it. And just to kind of show you guys that it's not that difficult or it's not as intimidating as a lot of people think. Anybody can invest. It just takes a little bit of effort. And yeah, without, I don't want to make you guys wait too much longer. Let's jump into my computer where I will disclose what my stock market portfolio looks like. Okay guys, so here's my portfolio, and right off the bat you can see what my current value, and it's at $6,546.12. Over here we see our total gains. If we click on this arrow, you can see that out of the total gains, $32.60 came in dividends and the rest are in market gains. Market gains just means that that's the actual price of the stock has been appreciating over time. Earned dividends means money that has been being distributed to me by the company for being a shareholder. And I can make another video in regards to dividends and market gains and all that stuff. If we look at here, this is my overall percent return, which sits at 14.18. But this is only counting since I deposited this money on July 12th. On July 12th, I deposited $5,245.93. The story behind this is I used to use a different brokerage to invest, but I found M1 Finance, and I feel like they do a way better job in regards to providing data and just kind of illustrating how your performance is doing so far. I'm not sponsored by them, but it's just I think they're a good product and it works for what I'm doing. So back to my portfolio, as you can see, since July 12 all the way to today, which is December 5th, all the stocks I've been picking have been performing pretty well. It's been going up and down, but that's kind of the name of the game when you invest in the stock market. The important thing is to make sure not to get emotional and don't get scared whenever you see big drops like this. So for example, here my money dropped from 5,445, 455 all the way down to 5,100. So I lost about $300 in about 5 days. But then you can see if I just stick with it, it's gonna pick back up as long as you trust that the companies that you're investing in are doing what they're supposed to do in terms of their business model and their performance. So it's just been a nice up and down ride, mostly up as you can see overall. So this is the pie, which kind of breaks down the different holdings that I have. So see Apple, Schwab US Dividend Equity, Tesla, Facebook, Costco, and we'll just go over them here. So let's start off with Apple, which is my biggest holding. If we click on it, you'll see that my return on just Apple alone has been 31.5%. I started by depositing about $1,100, which comes out to 6.6 shares at an average price of $171. The current market price of each share of Apple is $265, which means that I have gained about $422.19 per share. That's about maybe like $90 a share, more or less. So times 6 comes out to this much. So doing pretty good on Apple. I've held it for a long time, and what I like about them is that they pay dividends. The last time I got paid from Apple, they paid me $10.18, which is nice. So if we go back to my portfolio here, the next one is my next biggest position is Schwab US Dividend Equity ETF, and this is not a one single company stock. This is An ETF stands for Exchange Traded Funds, which means that this is a group of companies held together by one fund. And this specific fund focuses on companies that pay dividends, that have been paying dividends for a long period of time, and also that they have increased their dividends for a long period of time. So this type of fund resonates well with my investing strategy, which is a growth dividend investing strategy, as I mentioned before. So it's a bunch of companies. For example, this fund has companies like Home Depot, Pepsi, and all those main ones that have been paying for a long time. So you can see here, I've invested a little over $1,000, which comes out to 20.9 shares at an average price of $50.57. The current market price for today is $56.81. So I've gained about $6 per share. When you multiply that by 20.9, comes out to $67.54. And this is another one that pays me nice dividends, sitting at $10.17 on the last dividends I made from them. So, and all these dividends that I gain, I just reinvest them back in the companies. So that compound effect keeps getting better and better as time goes on. So the next company we're going to look at is Tesla. So Tesla is a company that doesn't pay dividends at the moment, but it's a company that I think has a lot of growth ahead of them, and it's one of the exceptions that I made for companies, because my criteria is that it has to pay dividends and it has to have growth in the future. But this one only has growth, doesn't pay dividends yet, but I'm sure in the future it will start to pay out dividends. So with Tesla, I have 3.3 shares that I bought at a total of $833. The average price was $248. The current market price sits at $330. So it's a little bit less than $100. So times 3.3 will give you $279.55, which is a 34, almost 35% return, which is super good for a company I haven't held for that long. If it goes down, which I'm sure it will, I'm just gonna take that as an opportunity to buy some more, because I truly believe that this company is gonna take over the car industry in the future. Next company is Facebook. This is another one that doesn't pay dividends but has a huge moat around them, and they're just a giant tech company. For Facebook, I have 3.99 shares at an average price of $169. They currently sit at $199, so I've made about $30 a share. So if you times that by 4, 3 times 4 is 12, about $120. It's negative here because the main reason is because since I invested this money here July 12, it's been on a pretty much downturn, and that's because of the Mark Zuckerberg having to deal with the privacy issues and political advertisement that goes on in Facebook. I can talk about this in another video, but today is just really just kind of giving you an overview of my portfolio. The next one is Costco. This is one of my favorite companies, just because they have a good business model as well. They've reported growth in their since for quite a while now. Every year over year, they've been reporting growth. So I have 2.3 shares at an average price of $223. Current market price is $293, so I'm up on this one as well. They also pay dividends, but this one I don't have as many shares, so my dividends have only been $3. But regardless, every dollar counts, and I just reinvest that back into the company to get that compound effect, like I mentioned before. The next company is Boeing, and this one's been on a kind of a rough patch for the past, I don't even know, year or so, because of the jumbo planes crashing over in India and things like that. So as of now, they've been going through some adversity, but regardless, I still believe in the company is gonna get their act right and make sure that no other planes crash in the future. So with this one, I only have 1.7 shares because the shares are so expensive. Each share costs $348, and the current market price is $345. So I'm down a little bit. Not really worried about it. They still pay nice dividends. See, I've gotten so far since July 12, I've gotten $7.26 from this company, and I'm just going to keep reinvesting that, as I keep mentioning again and again. Next company is Realty Income Corporation. This is a real estate company that I just started investing in. I started depositing money in November 7th, and I will continue to do so in the near future. This one pays nice dividends. They've already paid me. What I like about this company is that they pay on a monthly basis. So every month I'm going to get paid dividends. So far, in just the 1 month that I've had it, it has paid me 89 cents. And these, you can see these spikes as times where I deposited money. This is not just the stock performing, that's just me depositing money, because I'm going to keep doing that just to kind of build momentum and the dividends from this. This is a real estate investing company. And yeah, it's just I needed exposure to the real estate. My average price is $77. It's currently at 75, so I could get it with a discount of $3 if I were to keep buying, and I will continue to do so here in the near future. The next one is NextEra Energy. This is a clean energy company. They claim that they are the world leader in clean energy, and so far their earnings and their dividends have proven to be in line with their claims. Ever since I bought this company, which I only bought $75 worth, which doesn't even come out to not even half a share, it comes out to 3.39. I bought that at an average share price of 188. It currently sits at 234. I want to keep buying this company just because I have such a small position, but I can't bring myself to buy a company at such an expensive valuation. If he ever goes down, I'll be sure as heck to be depositing money into this company, because they do pay a nice dividend. Since there's all the other companies pay every quarter, like this one, so I've gotten $1 paid ever since July 12th. So far so good. The next one, now we're getting kind of into like my smaller positions. This JP Morgan here. Really only I used the dividends from another company. It was probably Apple, that I used their dividends to buy to open up a position into JP Morgan Chase. I needed some exposure to a financial company, and I felt like this one, based on their revenue, their profits, and their growth over the past year or 2 years or so, has been doing good, and it has been showing signs that they're going to continue to grow in the future. So I decided to open up a position here. I only bought $10 of this, which is even smaller, at 0.09 of a share. That price that I bought it at was 117, but it's now sitting at 133. And this is just, I bought this back in September 26th. It is now December 5th, and it has gone up, 13%. So whenever this drops, I will buy again. And the last company is Alibaba. I'm not going to mention too much in it because I only have 93 cents. Basically, long story short, I was holding around 80 something dollars this whole time, and I decided to just sell this company and reinvest it in American companies, because Alibaba is a Chinese company. It's kind of like Amazon, but I feel like there's so many good deals in just American companies that there's no need for me to go out and go international, even though it's a good idea to diversify internationally. For me right now, I'm kind of trying to focus on the dividend side of things and the growth side of things. Alibaba has a lot of potential to grow, but they don't pay dividends, so I decided to sell off. And with that, that is the summary of my whole portfolio. These are all my holdings I have. I deposit money whenever I see a good deal. I'm always on the lookout for new companies to add to my portfolio that will diversify, that will give me more diversity. But as you can see, overall, I'm doing pretty good. There's a couple that are down, but not by a lot in the grand scheme of things. So yeah, I'm just going to keep going at it and go from there, and just kind of update you guys as I go along with how my portfolio is doing. Okay guys, now that you have seen my stock market portfolio, let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Do you like these companies? Do you not? Just want to get your opinion on them. And also, if you like this type of content and want to stay up to date with how my portfolio is doing, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe so you can get notifications whenever I post a new update on my portfolio. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.